It is Saturday, September 6, 2020, and in North Carolina, we just got our official absentee election ballot. So let's go through the steps. What comes in the envelope? The return envelope, and you have to provide postage. Make sure you do that, otherwise it will not get delivered. On the flip side is the actual ballot for casting your vote. And below that are the official instructions, which encompass 4 pages. So I'm going to go through this and make it real simple for us to cast our votes. If your first temptation is to grab a pen and start filling in the little circles, stop. Why? Because a witness is required to sign off, and they need to see you actually filling out the ballot. They don't need to see you actually casting the votes, but they need to be off in a distance, observing the fact that you are the individual that's filling out the ballot. And then that person needs to sign the envelope as a witness. And this witness cannot be anyone who's running for political office. They also cannot be a person who's holding office, whether it's federal, state, or local. And if you're a patient or a resident in a hospital, clinic, nursing home, or adult care home, your witness cannot be the owner, a manager, a director, an employee of the hospital, clinic, nursing home, or rest home in which you are a patient or a resident. It can be a family member, but they have to be over 18 years of age. Aunt Susie's going to be your witness, so you're ready to grab your pen and start filling in, except this is a blue pen. Nope, actually it's purple. This is a blue pen. This is a blue pen. This is a black pen. Why does this make a difference? Because the instructions only say that you can use a black ballpoint pen. Don't take the risk of having your vote not counted because you're using the wrong color pen. With the correct pen in hand, you're going to decide for each of the categories, and on most it'll tell you may vote for one. Select from one of those. In some places, it'll say you may vote up to 4 candidates. So then you'll pick up to 4. So pay attention as to how many votes you can cast within a selection. After you have carefully marked who you are going to vote for with a black pen and completely filling in that oval and not putting any other marks, no signatures, no initials, no doodles, all those things will get your vote thrown out. You're going to take it, fold it up, put it in the envelope. Then you're going to sign the envelope, your legal name as it appears on the ballot. And then below that, your witness will provide their name, address, and then their signature. Remember, without this information, this vote won't count. If for whatever reason you needed assistance in actually making the marks on your ballot, or if you needed assistance in mailing the ballot, then that person has to fill out the assistance certification. They'll be printing their name, their address, and their signature showing that they assisted you in filling out this ballot. Then we're going to seal the envelope and decide whether or not we want to check this box, which states, in the event that a second primary or runoff is called, please automatically mail me an absentee ballot for that election. If you want that, put a check mark in that box only and leave the rest of the flap alone. Flip the envelope over, put a postage stamp on it, unless you're returning your ballot to the Board of Elections office or to a one-stop early voting site in your county. And you have to do that by Election Day, which is November 3rd. Now, there are other deadlines you should be aware of. Your ballot has to be received by 5 p.m. Election Day, which is November 3rd. It's going to be a first-class stamp, which is currently 55 cents, or one of those forever stamps. They advise you to send your ballot by October 27th so that it gets there on time. Do not think that if you decide not to mail it or not to drop it off, that you can actually take it to the polling place on November 3rd because you may not return your ballot to a polling place on Election Day. So if you want your vote to count, either mail it in or take it to the Board of Elections office or the one-stop early voting site in your county. And how do you find your county Board of Elections office? Well, it's right here on the instruction sheet. They give you a street address, a mailing address, a phone number, and even an email address. On the back side of the return envelope is a sticker that says initial and date. That's for the election officials and not for you, so don't fill those out. Just leave them blank so the election official can fill them in. One other important piece of advice is the same way you did not doodle or make extraneous marks on your ballot, don't place any extraneous marks on this envelope. And don't place anything else in the envelope but the ballot. Otherwise, it won't get counted. It's important that your vote counts this election. I hope you get out there and you vote and you encourage your friends and families to vote this election. If you found this information useful or handy, give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, and by all means, please subscribe. And thank you very much for watching.